सेव किया था ना?
मैं सिर्फ इसलिए गया था क्योंकि उसने मुझे कॉल किया, that's it. But listen तो.
Save it for someone else.
जिंदगी में सेव करना जरूरी है, मगर जब बात पैसों की हो, सिर्फ सेविंग से काम नहीं चलेगा। इक्विटी म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट कीजिए और अपने सेविंग्स को आगे बढ़ने का मौका दीजिए।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Let me start this episode of Politically Correct with an anecdote again. In July 1997, Karnataka Express and Himsagar Express collided in Faridabad, resulting in the death of 13 people. Ramvilas Paswan was the railways minister then. 3 days after the accident, Ramvilas Paswan went to New Delhi railway station and launched a cleanliness drive. He was seen wielding a broom and sweeping a platform. When someone asked him whether he would take accountability for the accident and resign, his answer was, if a driver crashes his train into another train, it's hardly the railways minister's fault. Do chief ministers resign after car accidents? That was what Paswan said. You obviously know why I am telling you something that happened 26 years back. Many opposition parties are demanding Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav's resignation on moral grounds after the Balasore rail accident. Lal Bahadur Shastri, Madhavrao Sindhya and Nitish Kumar had resigned as Railways Minister after train accidents, and Ashwini Vaishnav too should resign. That is the Congress party's demand. So what are Prime Minister Modi's options? The first, of course, is the usual tried and tested strategy, brazen it out. As you know, the moment the opposition demands something, the matter is closed. There won't be any action. Ashwini Vaishnav's resignation issue aside, in this episode of Politically Correct, I am going to discuss why Prime Minister Narendra Modi needs to revamp his team and reboot governance with barely a year left before the next election. But before I come to that, let's see the merits of the opposition's argument that Shastri, Sindhya and Nitish Kumar had resigned on moral grounds, and so Vaishnav should also do that. Lal Bahadur Shastri did resign after the November 1956 railway accident in Ariyalur in Tamil Nadu, which had resulted in the death of 144 people. So, in his book Lal Bahadur Shastri Politics and Beyond, author Sandeep Shastri writes that Shastri, the then railways minister, had offered to resign in August 1956 too, when 112 people were killed in a train accident in Mehboob Nagar, Andhra Pradesh. But he stayed on then. Jawaharlal Nehru persuaded him to withdraw his resignation then in August. 3 months later, after the train accident in Tamil Nadu in November 1956, Shastri, however, insisted on going ahead with his resignation. As Sandeep Shastri writes in his book, Nehru spoke about his dilemma in the Lok Sabha. He said that he had the highest regard for Lal Bahadur Shastri, but, and I quote him, from the broader point of view of constitutional propriety, we should set an example in this. No man should think that whatever might happen, we carry on without being affected by it, unquote. Nehru later accepted Shastri's resignation. It goes without saying that the resignation gave a high moral ground to both Nehru and Shastri and the government just 3 months ahead of the Lok Sabha election. The Lok Sabha election was in 1957. After the polls, Lal Bahadur Shastri was back in Nehru's cabinet as Minister of Transport and Communications. So yes, Shastri did raise the bar for his successors, but his resignation also happened to be politically convenient. As for Madhavrao Sindhya, he had offered resignation in July 1988 after a train fell from a bridge into water in Kollam in Kerala, killing about 100 people. Sindhya, however, stayed on as then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi did not accept his resignation. Nitish Kumar, he did resign from Atal Bihari Vajpayee cabinet following the Gaisal train disaster in August 99, but within 9 weeks he was back as Minister of Surface Transport. No wonder Nitish Kumar, who is trying to build the opposition parties, to bring the opposition parties together, has refrained from supporting their demand for Ashwini Vaishnav's resignation. Following another train accident in December 2000, then Railways Minister Mamata Banerjee also offered her resignation, but stayed on after Vajpayee declined it. She is now demanding Ashwini Vaishnav's resignation. The long and short of it is that the BJP can think of myriad arguments to defend Ashwini Vaishnav if it wants to. PM Modi might also have his own way of following what Nehru described as constitutional propriety and accountability. Remember former Railways Minister Suresh Prabhu's resignation? That offer was in August 2017 after back-to-back train derailments. Prime Minister Modi kept his resignation off on hold for about 10 days, only to shift him out and make him the Commerce and Industry Minister. Let me come to a main point now. When it comes to sophistry, BJP is more than a match to the opposition. But does Prime Minister Narendra Modi want his government to be defined by ad hocism as he prepares to go into what is increasingly looking like a challenging battle in 2024? Vaishnav is a competent administrator for sure, but look at his portfolios: railways, communications and information technology. So, he is a multitasker who is expected to take care of electronic interlocking, which reportedly caused the Balasore accident. He has to repair and build rail tracks, build Vande Bharat express trains, make India a semiconductor manufacturing hub, control social media content, and so on and so forth. It's a superman's job. Let's talk about another multitasker. Being BJP's chief strategist for every election, from local bodies to assembly and Lok Sabha, that itself is a huge responsibility. But Amit Shah is also handling the Ministry of Home Affairs and then the Ministry of Cooperation. Results? Let's look at only Sunday's developments. Back after a 4-day stay in Manipur last week, Amit Shah was appealing to the people on Twitter to lift blockades on the Imphal-Dimapur highway. And then he had to leave for Kochi to attend the Silver Jubilee celebration program of a hospital and also meet Christian clergies. The previous evening, Saturday night, he was firefighting as usual, meeting wrestlers who have been agitating for the arrest of his party colleague, Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, and who had been manhandled by the Delhi police, who report to Amit Shah. A 24/7 leader with unquestionable political and administrative skills, Amit Shah's daily schedules can take your breath away. He has his hands full. It has been 5 years since Jammu and Kashmir was turned into a union territory with the promise of restoring a statehood and holding elections. A fortnight back at a luncheon with the selected media persons, when there was a query about elections in Jammu and Kashmir, Amit Shah said that it would be done after the issue of voting by 2-3 lakh people staying outside J&K is sorted out. Those present in that meeting told me that it was the same answer he had given in another interaction after his return from Kashmir in October last year, that is 7 months back, the same answer again. Meanwhile, the Indian Express reported that 10 soldiers and 7 civilians have been killed in just 2 districts of Rajouri and Poonch this year, so far. The Naga Framework Agreement, signed at the Prime Minister's residence way back in 2015, you may remember, is yet to be fructified into a peace accord. Parliament gave its approval to the CAA in December 2019, but rules are yet to be notified. And these are just a fraction of the works he has to do in his capacity as a single window solution to most problems in his party and the government. Then Skill India used to be a big slogan of the Modi government. Look at how often this portfolio has changed hands in the last 9 years. Sarbanan Sonowal, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, Dharmendra Pradhan, Mahendra Nath Pandey, and now back to Pradhan. It's another matter that PM Modi seldom talks about Skill India now. Last seen, he was distributing 71,000 appointment letters in a Rozgar Mela as millions of others are waiting in the queue. There have been 4 education ministers, earlier HRD ministers, in the past 9 years. Smriti Irani, Prakash Javadekar, Ramesh Pokhriyal and Dharmendra Pradhan. The Ministry of Rural Development has had 5 ministers in 9 years. Ministry of Labour and Employment has had 4. Then we have people running ministries that seem to be lying virtually dormant. In terms of new initiatives, Smriti Irani of Women and Child Development, Narayan Rane of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Mahendranath Pandey of Heavy Industries, Pashupati Kumar Paras of Food Processing Industries. Have you heard of what these ministers have been doing? Except retweeting PMOs and Modi's tweets, of course. And I almost missed one prominent name, Narendra Singh Tomar, Minister of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare. The ministry that was supposed to have fulfilled Prime Minister Modi's promise of doubling farmers' income by 2022. The last time I saw and heard Tomar was in 2021 when he was meeting a delegation of farmers who were protesting at Delhi's borders against central farm laws. Probably my bad. What I am driving at here is that the Modi cabinet is increasingly looking like an assembly of men and women who are either buried under responsibilities and expectations or have little to do. Those buried under work are too bogged down to come up with any out-of-box ideas and solutions. Non-performers are not burdened with any expectations anyway. That's why it's probably time Prime Minister Modi revamped his team and rebooted his governance. I mean, on this note, let me wind up this episode of Politically Correct. Thanks for watching.